What up, what up? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what time it is. It's another Wednesday. A couple minutes behind, but, you know, CPT. For those that celebrate Thanksgiving, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so I would say I'm a little late on that tip, but here's the thing. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. One reason why is because I have Native American blood running through my veins on both sides of my family. So, me personally, I mean, whatever my other family members do, that's on them, but I can't celebrate it. What up, though? What up, though? But yeah, I do have reasons to be thankful. My main reason is I woke up today. Who's ever watching this, whoever will see this, on the day that y'all see it, y'all woke up today. Y'all may not see it today, but hey, y'all woke up on this day. So be thankful for that. We could always complain about shit. It's so much that we could complain about. There's people out here broke. There's people out here homeless. There's people out here hurting because over the last couple of months or even years, they lost people this close to them. So I'm really happy that it is this time of year because you do get a difference with other people. Hey, you gotta go. You gotta get it how I got it. You gotta go out and find one. Gotta go out and find one. They out here. Just happened to be coming home one day and that motherfucker was on the ground and I'm like, shit. It was broad daylight. I ain't give a fuck. I picked that bitch up and walked that bitch home with me. Sure did. I got a few sides to be honest though. Like, man. But yeah. Man, so much shit going on. You got all these little kids out here, man. They going through it. It's been cold a couple of days. I be seeing these kids coming to school with no coats on, and that's one thing that I don't understand. All of these places, they have these free giveaways. Even our school give coats away. So how do students that go to our school still come to school with no coats on? That's one of the craziest things to me. And these kids, I mean, they be walking 5 and 6 blocks. Some of them even further than that. I done saw kids coming to school in shorts, and it's like, man, I know it's rough and everything. So one thing that I do to give back to the students, especially, well, I really can't do it with the girls, but with the boys, my basketball students mainly, I charge them $5 a cut. Yep. Depending on where they at in practice, sometimes I'll pull them to the side. I cut them in the gym. Get my little cleanup on. I got cordless clippers and everything. But it's just all about giving back and being thankful because, man, when I was coming up, I had a lot of support. I really did. And that shit, I took it to heart. I really did. Man. But I'm gonna be honest. I was fucking furious the other day. I was fucking furious because I've been waiting a good 5 years for them to do a staff student game at the school. So one of the other coaches, he tell me, oh, the game is going to be after school. It's at 3 o'clock. So I'm like, okay. So for the whole week leading up to the game, I'm preparing for it. I'm talking about it on Facebook Live and everything. Well, not Facebook Live, but I'm talking about it on Facebook, putting posts up on it. I done told a couple of people, come to the game. I think it's $2 to get in and everything. If you don't got the $2, don't worry about it. I'll cover you $2. All of this shit and everything. To get up to the school, and it was no... Well, they had the game, but the game happened 2 hours before I got there. And it's like, to the other coach, why you ain't text me? Man, where you at? Game starting. I live 5 minutes from the school. I would have been there before the end of the first quarter. We not going to get no tech. And even if we do, it's staff or student. Man, me and my students, we was talking all about the game. They was talking about how they gonna check me, how they gonna do all of this and everything. And I told all of them, man, I'm gonna bust y'all ass. Y'all just don't know. I was gonna go for 40 on them. Man, shooting in that gym is so easy. But then again, shooting for me is easy anyway. And yeah, they did shoot a lot of threes from what I heard. But from what I heard, it was a good game. I don't know what all staff members came, but one thing, when we play in our season, we don't promote a lot of threes. We old school. We push it inside out. The team that scored the most layups wins the game. And these are little kids, so ain't nobody got no three like that. I mean, my son do, but it is what it is. He'll chip off the old block. They ain't shooting shots at nobody or nothing, but it's just facts. It's just facts. That little boy got a jumper. And his confidence is steadily growing, so I am very thankful for that. But man, me and him, we was going to, oh man, we had our Bethune gear. I was going to be decked out in the white. He was going to be in the green. I was going to let him wear my green and black J's. Man, it's going to be a motherfucking good-ass game. But I told him, don't check me, because I was going to bust his ass. He's like, no, Dad, if I get a chance, I'm going to check you. And I love that about that boy. My other son, as y'all know, he in college. Well, he's taking college courses. So sometimes I do say he's in college, but technically he's still in the 7th grade. But it is what it is, because college will be in his future. I mean, even though he's not going to have to work a job because he's going to be his own boss, he ain't never going to be out there waiting no tables or doing none of that shit. He going straight to the top. I'm pushing my boy straight to the top. They'll never hear them words, you fired. They'll never hear them words. And, man, some days, I ain't going to lie, it's challenging being a single father, no days off. They mother been gone for 9 years, and not gone as in dead. She's somewhere in Michigan living her best life. Like she told the court, she made $2,000, almost $3,000 working part-time. But won't pay me the child support that they ordered to pay me, that she's ordered to pay me. I take her to court about it. They don't do shit. But at the end of the day, she not our source of income. And it is what it is. So I am blessed. It is a blessing to be in my son's lives every day. I don't look at it. I mean, it is challenging. They boys. They going through puberty. One is a teenager. The other one, he a preteen. Preteen, when he was in the 5th grade, he was dating an 8th grader. Girl was taller than me. I'm like, damn, okay, do your thing. Shit was funny. I asked him about her the other day. He was like, I ain't talked to her. I'm like, don't you got her number? He's like, no, we never exchanged numbers. I'm like, oh. He's like, I get another one. That's my son. What could I do but smile and be happy about that? Man, that's my boy. Took him to see Steph Curry. That was a beautiful day. That was a beautiful day. And I was so happy that Steph played. We went to go see his favorite player, and he played. So I was really thankful for that, because shit, I ain't gonna lie. Them tickets was $300. The tickets was $300, but we had some good-ass seats. And at the end of the day, it's all about the kids. To see that boy smiling like that, man, it was priceless. No, it wasn't priceless. Like I said, that shit was $300. But thankfully, I had the money on that day. Actually, I didn't even know that they was playing that day. Dude, they had just got their report cards. Both of them had, Jayden had a 3.0. Janani had a 3.5. So I asked them, what did they want? Janani wanted this game table. Grabbed him the game table. Jayden found out about the game. He is like, shit, fuck that table. Let's go to the game. What up, though? What's up? How you been? Another thing that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful to be a Detroiter. Y'all see the shit going on down at Ford Field and in the NFL? These boys right here, they for real. They for real. Do I even remember you? I can't say that I do. I'm being open and honest. I can't say that I fucking do. Damn, I need some more of this shit. I can't say that I do. Refresh my memory. Refresh my memory. But yeah, y'all saw the Pothead Cup. I got some new gear coming out. Actually, what I need to be doing, actually I'm gonna do this all tomorrow morning. I'm gonna go on my website and all of my prices, I'm gonna drop them down 30%. Everything is dropped down 30% until Tuesday morning. So I got y'all covered for Black Friday. I got y'all covered for Cyber Monday. Support me. I'm doing this for my sons. I'm doing this for my family. I'm trying to create some generational wealth. And I honestly feel that I'm on to something with this Potheads clothing line. But it's more than the clothing line. Got a cartoon that I'm working on. I mean, it's deep. It's deep. Doing the new podcast. It's gonna be strictly for potheads, strictly for smokers. So it's gonna be a lot of weed smoke, a lot of shit talking and everything. Might even fire the studio up for we get some ciphers in and all of that shit. Yes, I do rap. Do I rap that often? Not really, because that just ain't really where my heart is no more. I mean, I've done it for so many years, but really it's just where music is going. I'm not amused by it. That shit is fucking horrible. It's destroying the lives of so many people. And I think that honestly, it's destroying more lives than it's helping. Yeah, motherfucker get on, they get the bag and all of that. But then, now, your life done changed in ways unimaginable. Because record companies is taking people out. You getting in beefs and all of this shit. Man, when we was in the group 20 years ago, there wasn't no rap beefs and all of that. Motherfuckers wasn't killing each other and all of this stupid ass shit. Like, damn, motherfuckers don't know how to make money and just live life and be happy. Just because you talk about the guns and shit, you don't have to have the guns and shit. Man. God damn. That shit almost went down wrong. But yeah, man. I love what I fucking do. Being a tattoo artist, I love that shit. One of my sons, he said, Dad, I want to do tattoos. When I be bored, I still got a lot of fake skin. This is something that I'm working on. My little pothead owl. I was trying to figure out some colors for him and everything, but man, I don't know. Should I go wild with it? Or should I just keep it simple? I don't know. I really don't. But man, I'm still doing ink, still doing piercings. I really don't do massages that much anymore, but I still do massages. Got all the equipment. I don't got to touch you with my hands and all of that. I got handhelds. I got TENS units. I got deep tissue massage units. I got some shit over here. I really do. Man, I tell you one thing. I done taught my sons how to do massages, so they gonna be straight when they get older. It's no reason why they should not be able to make money. My dad taught me how to do home improvements. 22 years under his belt, he was a master carpenter. man, I wish I could have had more years under his belt, but I am thankful for the years that I had because that man always taught me how to keep food on the table and a roof over my head. And if I don't got a roof over my head, he taught me how to build a fucking roof over my head. That's some real shit. There's so many fathers that be out here teaching their sons bullshit. My sons, they don't know. They can't recite none of these fucking songs out here. Maybe a couple of my songs, but then again, I don't even play my music for them like that. And my music, it's not even over the top like that and everything. But I just want my sons to focus on something different. They don't want to rap. They make beats. Both of them do. They got a studio in their room. Why did I put a studio in their room? Because I got tired of them being down here in my shit. I come down here, man. Then not only that, honestly, I was a little bit nervous that one day they was gonna be down here with some water or something or some pop or something, and I just come down here and my shit fucked up. So, man, I had to get them their own. And here's the thing about it. Just like any other kid, they was real enthused about that shit for about 2-3 months. For about 2 to 3 months, they was over there making beats and all of that. So then Janani, he started asking, Dad, can I put some vocals on it? And I'm like, all vocals is gonna be done down here in the main studio. That way I can monitor it. When y'all doing y'all beats and everything, I don't care about y'all doing y'all beats because it's a beat. You can't cuss in the beat. But I be hearing them up there talking with their little friends and all of that, and these some little potty mouth ass boys. I mean, the shit that I be hearing. Sometimes I just sit back and laugh. Sometimes I gotta go up there and put my foot down and just the whole nine. But my sons, they know that I love them and they know that it's nothing that I won't do for them. I'm here for them every day. Some nights, man, I go to sleep fucked up. Sometimes I go to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4, 5. But guess what? Come 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm up getting them ready for school. Guess what? They getting off to school, usually on time. When they not on time, it's not because of me. But here's the thing. They think that they could do what I do. These little motherfuckers, you tell them to go to sleep, what do? They right back up at an hour after I fell asleep. It's been a couple of times they done came and they've been standing by me and just looking at me talking about well, not saying anything, but looking at me, and I feel they shadow over me or something, and I look up. The fuck is you doing? Oh, I was checking to see if you were asleep. Why the fuck are you checking to see if I'm asleep and your ass supposed to be asleep? Oh, cause what? Cause I was about to get back on the game. Nigga, no the fuck you not. Go take your ass to fucking sleep so you could be ready for school in the morning. But like I said, I really don't have a hard time getting them up. I really don't. I can't talk to you right now. I'm doing my podcast. That's the crazy thing. Man, every time I start my podcast, people want to call me. People want to call me. People want to text me. People want to see my face. Get on the fucking podcast, then you can see my fucking face. But you know I do my shit at 7 o'clock. Every Wednesday. Every Wednesday for the last 33 weeks. I'm proud of myself on that one. I thought I was going to give it up because I was supposed to have 2 different co-hosts, but I understand one of my boys, he got a job and his time can't work with this schedule. But I was telling him, I was like, dude, I'm willing to change my time. I'm willing to even change the day. This was supposed to be about our music and everything. But I'm going to do something else for that. And I told them whenever they ready, y'all know where I'm at. Supposed to be changing the location to Ferndale. My boy got a beautiful spot out there. It's a beautiful ass lounge. I would show some pictures, but it's not guaranteed yet. So I don't want to really overhype it or anything. Then I got another spot, but they don't allow weed smoking in the building. They don't allow weed smoking in the building. Then I got another spot, but sometimes it be just too much going on in there at that hour, and I need it kind of like quiet and everything for the most part. I mean, yeah, it could be a little bit of noise or a little background activity and going on, and a lot of that, it could even be filtered into the podcast. I mean, it'd be a group of people, and we could always have different people coming in, dropping in their opinions and all of that shit and everything. But I roll with some real gangsta ass motherfuckers, and a bunch of them, I don't think they really want to say a lot on Facebook or on any type of live for that matter. But it is what it is. We are who we are. We do what we do. Man. Go grab you a drinking mug. They're gonna be about $10 in a couple more hours. Right now they about 14 or so. But off of that $14, guess what? I only make $3 off of the fucking mug. So I mean, it is what it is. That's why my prices are priced the way that they are. I really don't make much off of my items. Some items I make $5, some 10. I think the most I will make off of one of my items is maybe $40, and that's one of my jackets. But the logo is big as fuck, and I got some of the coldest logos in the game. So I'm telling y'all, man, jump on that shit now. You don't gotta be a smoker to support it. I got my shit to say with the P and the H. Don't nobody know what that represents right now, but give it another 365 days. They're gonna be like, oh, you got that piehead shit on. But I know what I gotta do. I know what I gotta do. I gotta take another road trip, because that's one thing about Detroit. Detroit will love your shit, but Detroit will not support your shit. And you want to know why? Because everybody in Detroit is doing the same thing. And that shit is motherfucking crazy to me, because if I find out my people doing something, I'm going to support it the best way that I can. Like I said, I got shit on my site that's $5. Go ahead and cop something. But if you don't, like I said, I'm not mad about it. And at the end of the day, I do want y'all to do one thing, though. Just go to my site. Go check it out. Give me a thumbs up. Say, I like your site. I like that one outfit. I might even be able to work with you on the price or something. Because I could get my shit for a cheaper price. I mean, but y'all already know how that goes. But yeah, fuck with me, because I'm going to definitely fuck with y'all. Man, anytime anybody got an event or something, if I'm invited to it, I show up. If I'm not invited, I don't show the fuck up. What up, Lola? I don't show the fuck up. One of my boys, this motherfucker had a birthday party. And everybody's like, man, you going? I was like, no. They're like, why you ain't going? Everybody gonna be there. I said, I'm not going because I didn't get a direct invite. And then my man was like, shit, I ain't get a direct invite either. I was like, so why are you going? It's like, oh, man, shit. You know how it is. No, the fuck I don't. I don't go nowhere unless I'm invited. Plain and fucking simple. I don't give a fuck who it is. But, hey, y'all, I want to say, I know you're not watching this, but to my brother, congratulations on that power move that you made. Next year, y'all, I'm going to be in my first ever wedding. And it's going to be in Jamaica. Oh, my God, we going home. We going home. Yes, we got Jamaican ancestors. Our great-great-great-grandfather was 100% Jamaican. And it's crazy because for years, people used to always tell me or ask me, where are you from? I used to be like, what do you mean, where am I from? Like, I'm from Detroit. They'd be like, nah, you ain't, nah, where you from? You ain't from Detroit. It's like, you like from an island or something. I'm like, man, I'm from no motherfucking island. I'm from the 313. Then later on, when my dad was in the hospital, one of my cousins, he's a pastor. And he knows our family history and everything. And he was just breaking stuff down to us, and he was like, man, he told us so much stuff, and understand that I was trying to understand or really trying to follow what he was saying, but when you sitting there watching your dad in the hospital bed with all kind of tubes coming out of him, you hearing it, but you really not hearing it. But my dad, he had bounced back from that. My dad lived for a whole nother year. Once he had got out of the hospital, he had to be on the oxygen tank and all of that shit. And then his health just started coming back. He was off the oxygen. He was walking around without his cane. His voice was back, that powerful, beautiful voice that he had. Man, that shit was so fucking awesome. And then one day he just didn't wake up. And I got an uncle who passed away in his sleep. And honestly, that's the way that I pray that I go. I pray that I go in my sleep the most peaceful way that a person can go. Or I either want to go out gangster, like James Earl Jones did in Coming to America. Man, he went out so hard. He said, son, I think I'm about to die now. But realistically, when I go, I do pray that I go in my sleep. No car accidents, no fucked up shit. I don't want my blood on nobody's hands because I don't do shit to nobody. Motherfucker fuck with me, you just a fucking hater. And right now, I ain't even nobody to fucking hate on. I ain't doing shit. I ain't doing shit that nobody else can't do. Like I tell everybody, I'm not where the fuck I want to be. But I'm on my way. And that's the most important thing about it. I'm on my way. I stay humble in everything because as easy as it could come, it could go just as easy. It could be taken just as easy. And a lot of people don't understand that. They really don't. What's up, lady? Sexy face on here. How was your day? Found out this damn truck need a fuel pump. It's a brand new fucking truck. It's a 2023. How the fuck do it need a motherfucking fuel pump? That shit was depressing. That shit was fucking depressing. Okay. That's what's up. Cooking for the kids. So, I am doing some ribs tomorrow. Throw them motherfuckers on the grill, some baby backs. Mm-hmm. Them bitches gonna be so good. They gonna fall off the bones. And that's all I'm making. I ain't making no sides, no none of that shit. It is what it is. Damn sure I'm not fucking with no motherfucking turkey. Fuck some ham. I'm straight on all of that shit. No, I don't want no motherfucking cranberry sauce. I don't want no dressing. I don't want none of that traditional shit. Like I said, I don't knock people for celebrating Thanksgiving. I just can't do it. My motherfucking grandmama was a Native American. Her sisters were. On my dad's side, one of my grandfathers was. The fuck I look like celebrating that shit? I can't do it. Nope. But man, enjoy y'all food tomorrow. Enjoy that fellowship. Now that's one thing that I do like about Thanksgiving. The fellowship and everything. But, damn. We can only come together that one time a year? That shit is crazy to me. Most families, they live so close to each other, but they schedule and their life is just so busy that they can't link up with each other. Like, it's crazy. The only times that black people really only link up is, you already know what the first one is. Funerals. Oh, they gonna come eat that barbecue on the 4th of July. And Thanksgiving. Some will show up on Christmas, but most won't because they know that you expecting something. And my thing is, why do you have to wait for a certain day to be thankful? I'm thankful every day that I wake up. I'm appreciative every day that I wake up. Every day I try to do something for somebody else. Whether I'm at the store and I'm just opening up the door for an elderly woman or elderly man. I try to do something to make people smile. And that's not going out of my way or anything. It's not taking no extra time out of my day. Ooh. It's a video that's going around on the internet. And it was this guy, he was at the gas station. And he was asking people, could they help him out with like $1 or $2? Just something so he could put in his tank. He said that he ran out of gas, and all of this. So everybody was straight assholes to this man. Straight fucking assholes to him. So the clerk, she watched 5-6 people reject this man. And then after that, she came out and she had a couple dollars in her hand and she was like, here, sir, I just want to help you. She was like, I'm so sorry that you're going through this situation. He was like, really, you're going to help me? So she was like, yeah, take it. That motherfucker reached in his pocket and gave her a stack. It didn't. Some people say a stack is 1,000. It could have been that 1,000 stack, but it was a stack of money. It didn't show the denominations of the bills or anything, but he gave her a stack of money. And then he was like, wait a minute. He told somebody else, he was like, hey, come here, bring me another one. He gave this lady 2 stacks. So one of the ladies who chewed this man out talking about how she worked so hard for all her shit and all of this and everything. I done worked the last 40 years for all of this shit and everything. She was sitting there still pumping her gas and the look on her face, it was so fucked up. And the thing about it is, if you work 40 fucking years, if you work the last 40 fucking years, you can't help somebody out with $2? That $2 really gonna fucking break you? Come on, man. Now, she was a black woman. He was a white guy. I don't know if race had anything to do with it or whatever. But, I mean, and then the guy, he didn't look like a bum or nothing. But even if he did, Anybody could get down on their luck. Anybody can. And for us just not to have compassion for each other, that shit is fucking crazy to me. That shit is crazy to me. I done looked out for motherfuckers. I done got robbed by motherfuckers. I done got shot at by motherfuckers trying to rob me and all types of stupid ass shit. Has it hardened my heart? No. Do I move a little bit smarter? Yes, the fuck I do. Y'all see that motherfucker back there? But I can't carry that with me all the time. I can't carry that with me all the time. So I carry shit like this with me. But I don't want to be responsible for taking nobody's life. I really don't. Every day, with how crazy this world is becoming, you gotta be damn near fearful for your kids. And your kids could be innocent, the most sweetest kid, not doing shit to nobody. And it's just like, so much shit happens to the innocent people when the motherfuckers out here doing shit. Don't nothing ever happen to them. That's just like the motherfucker that's drunk and crash his car into another vehicle, kill everybody in the other vehicle, and that motherfucker walk away without a fucking scratch. Man, shit like that is so fucking... Man, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know how passionate of a man I am. How giving of a man I am. And that's not because I want to be liked, because I want to be loved or anything. It's because I do what feels right to me. The way that I move, a lot of people couldn't move this way. A lot of stuff that just piss people off and everything, have people flying off the deep end and all of that, I don't go through that. I don't. My life is really, other than worrying about my kids and all of that, my life is pretty much stress-free. Things that I can't control, I don't put too much energy into them because I can't control them. Only a control freak gets mad over shit that they know that they can't fucking control, but they still get an attitude about it. Like earlier, what's that? No, that was yesterday, I believe. It was raining yesterday. Truck was acting up. I had to walk to the fucking gas. I had to walk to the store. Whose fault is that? Nobody's. And then the motherfucker who be mad about shit and take it out on innocent people, that's some bitch ass shit. And that shit needs to fucking stop, for real. It really does. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, people are people. They gonna do what they do. We are who we are. We gonna be who we be. Why the fuck am I drinking liquor and beer at the same time? I don't fucking know. Soon as this podcast is over, go out here and smoke some of this new tree I got. Smell pretty good. It really do. Smells pretty good. I just got me a little 5 grams of it right quick so I can test it out, see how I like it, and then if I like it, I'm gonna come back for some more. You know how we potheads do. If it's good, we smoking it. I couldn't sell weed for shit. I love to smoke it too much. If I sell weed, it's just to really pay for the weed that I'm buying. But no, when my clients be coming over and shit, a lot of them, before they get their tattoo or doing their tattoo, they want to smoke a blunt or whatever. So I can't have them coming over to my house and then them calling the weed man to my house. That's fucking crazy. So I gotta keep some tree on handy, on deck, so that when they come through, hey, you ain't gotta call nobody. Sometimes I got 3 and 4 different flavors. But nah, like motherfuckers be out here advertising it with the big ass pictures of the buds and all that shit on Facebook. I don't really do that because I want to smoke that shit myself. If I could, I'd smoke 10 blunts a day. But I can't. I try. No, the most blunts we ever smoked in one day was like 15 blunts, and man, that was probably like 2007, 2008. Had a recording session down here. Man, the whole crew was down here. We probably did like maybe 10 songs that day. And here's the thing, man, when we be down here in the studio, we gets it the fuck in. One day, my boy, Sid, Silverback, man, that motherfucker came through. We did 24 songs. 24 songs in like 5-6 hours. We was high as hell that day. We had came back from the club. Matter of fact, we got a song about it. We was in the back doing the music. Had motherfuckers over at one table playing cards. Motherfuckers at the front of the basement shooting dice. Man, we used to have some motherfucking sessions. I could do so much talking about just some of the recording sessions we had. One of my boys, man, it was funny as hell. The song in the hook he was talking about, it's time to eat. So rest in peace, Bones. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell this story. Rest in peace, my baby. But he was on this song with Nutty. Him and Q Nutty, they on this song. So he was doing the hook. So after he done the hook, he kept on saying, it's time to eat. So after the hook got done, the mic was still on. This motherfucker would start saying everything that he wanted to eat. He was naming off different restaurants and different meals. He ran off about 5 or 6 things from McDonald's. That shit was so fucking funny. We was in that bitch cracking up. But man, I done lost so many of my brothers that was beast on the motherfucking mic. I got my shade up right now so you can't even see the mic, but let me go ahead and fix that because I don't even like that shit right there. I don't even like that shit. There we go. Man, that light right there is fucking up the view, but you can see the mic now. You can see the mic. Yeah, the booth back there. I almost got in the booth. I almost got in the booth yesterday and did a new song. But honestly, I don't think I recorded anything since my dad died. I started on this song that I was doing for him, and I can't get out the end of the first verse. That shit just break me down, cause that was my dude. Y'all just don't understand. And me and my dad, we had a 40-year relationship. A lot of people, they not blessed to have their father that long. But I had him for 40 years. And in that 40 years, like I say, he taught me a lot. We had an on and off relationship. Sometimes We be cool for 6 months. Hey, it's a motherfucking hole in my shit. The fuck? Damn. I gotta do something about that. But yeah, on and off relationship. 6 months out of the year, we cool. 6 months, we ain't talking to each other. But every time we come back together, it's like we was together the whole fucking year. And then you always used to trip me out because he'd always be trying to teach me the shit that he taught me all over again. They'd be like, Dad, you taught me that. I know that. Teach me the next phase. Let's go to the next step. I'm trying to make $30-something an hour like you. This $15, $16 ain't getting it. And then we used to work the same hours, and he used to always be like, yeah, keep working with me, son. Your check's gonna start looking like this. Okay, when, motherfucker? When? Because it's no way. It's no way. And I love my dad to death, but I gotta tell this story. It's no way that I could do my sons like this. We work for 2 different companies. The 2 guys that we work for, they were independent contractors. So my dad determined how much I made. He determined how much I made. First job, he was like, well, let's start him off at 15 and let him work up. If my sons are working with me, if my motherfucking sons are working with me, and I done train my sons, this is what I'm gonna do. Plain and simple. When they ask me, how much is your son worth? Pay him what you paying me. Pay him what you fucking paying me, and not a penny less. You know, you work your way up. Hell no. No. We in this shit together. Me and my dad, we did the same exact work. He was just over me, so he made more than me. Then, here's the fucked up part about all of that shit. We was doing a 3-man job, but it was 3 men on the job. I'm talking about Model T Plaza. Me and my dad, we built that shit. Model T Plaza. Not the grocery store, but from the grocery store down to, it used to be a Murray's in there. Down to the Murray's. Since Murray's closed down and turned to O'Reilly's, they ended up building some more on the end long before they built the Foreman Mills over there. But me and my dad, we were doing all of that shit. So we was gonna be behind schedule. The boss had to hire 2 more people. The 2 new people came in. They were under me. These men did not know shit. I had to teach them everything. How the fuck was they making $10 more than me? When I found that out, I confronted Joe, the boss. My dad hadn't came in to work yet. So Joe was like, we're gonna have to talk to your dad about that and everything. How the fuck is we gotta talk to my dad about that when your name is on my checks? My dad's name ain't on my fucking checks. Your name is on my checks. So make this shit make fucking sense. Then, in 96, when we had the tornadoes, I was dating my boy's sister, and oh my God. Never date your boy's sister. Never do that. Especially if they look alike. That shit is awkward as fuck. One day we was at the light, and I leaned over to kiss her, and I saw this nigga face. I saw this nigga whole face, y'all. Beard, mustache. I saw this nigga whole fucking face. That relationship did not last much longer than that. I don't care what her body looked like. If she was built like Jessica Rabbit. She was strapped. I can't lie. But Nah, when I saw that face, it was a wrap. But yeah, so when the tornadoes hit, I called my boss and I told him, I was like, man, I was standing in my door that day. Let me tell you the story. So I'm standing in my door. I'm talking on the phone to my high school sweetheart. She know who she is. I ain't gonna say her name. But I was talking to her, one of her best friends. We on the phone, we kicking and all of that. I'm standing in the door. My homeboy, he's sitting on my porch. We had a little swing on the porch. So he's sitting on the porch swinging. All right, so I'm talking to her. I'm noticing the wind picking up. And the wind is picking up to the point to where the tree across the street from us, it's a thick-ass tree. The branches on it is... And then a couple of them broke. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm telling her what the fuck is going on, what I'm seeing. So then I stay a couple of streets. I mean, not a couple of streets, but a couple of houses off of the freeway. So I happened to look towards the freeway. And everything just became the darkest, dingiest gray that I ever saw in my life. It was almost a blackish, but it was just a stupid, thick, dark gray. You could not see through it or nothing. So I'm in the door and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This shit is going on for about 3-4 minutes or so. Maybe longer, maybe a little bit less. With that being said, it started clearing up. As it clears up, I see people, garage doors on the roofs of their houses. I'm just seeing all kind of destruction. Shit that I ain't never saw ever fucking saw before. And I'm just sitting here looking like, dog, what the fuck just happened? My boy, he's still sitting on the porch swinging. Retarded motherfucker. So anyway, he like, man, I want to smoke. What's up with some tree? I'm like, nigga, I'm not going no motherfucking where. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I'm not going nowhere. So he's like, well, shit, if you got half on it, I'll go get it. So here, motherfucker, go get it. He go get the weed. When he come back, the facial expression that he had, it's like he saw a fucking ghost. So I'm like, dog, what? He was like, Jay, the hood fucked up. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, man, one house, a tree smashed straight through the middle of that bitch. One of my best friends, one of my childhood best friends, D the Great, he was actually at a weed house. And imagine, you at the weed house, you making your transaction, you getting your shit and everything, and as you look down the street, you see something that you ain't never saw in your motherfucking life before. He said he ran to the car, got in the car, they took off going. But here's the crazy thing. Another one of my childhood friends, he was out during the storm, during the tornado. Him and another guy off of the block, I forget his name, but they ran up on his porch. And as they ran up on the porch, you know how the porch got a little awning on it and everything? We had like these big columns. So they were standing behind a column. And a bottle was flying towards them. My boy didn't see the bottle. The other guy saw the bottle. He pushed my boy out the way. As he pushed my boy out the way, it caused him to get into the line of the bottle. The bottle cracked him in his head. He died. 10 years later, my boy was walking down that street. He told his next door neighbor that he was walking with, he was like, 10 years ago, I was supposed to die right here in the tornado, but my man pushed me out the way and saved my life, and it cost him his. Why the very next day my boy was gunned down in that same fucking spot? And he was a complete innocent bystander. talk about some crazy shit. And the day that he got gunned down, when I woke up that morning, soon as I woke up, as soon as my eyes opened, he was the first person that came to my mind. And I didn't know why he was on my mind that heavy, but he was on my mind so heavy. I said, I was going to college at this time. I was going to the International Academy of Design and Technology in Troy, Michigan. I said, I'm not going to school today. I'm going to get him on the phone, and I'm going to get him over here in the studio, and I'm not letting him leave my fucking sight. I was like, if he want to sell any fucking crack or whatever, he could sell it from my crib today. I don't give a fuck, but I just wanted him here with me that day. I don't know. Like I said, I ain't never really felt nothing like that come that strong on me like that before. So I'm trying to call him all day, trying to call him. He not answering. But he had a minute phone, and he didn't answer his minute phone when his minutes was low. He would wait till he get around somebody with a Metro, and then he would return calls. So he never returned my call. As the day progressed, I didn't go to school that day. Like I said, I was still trying to get him there. So now it's getting a little bit later. Now I got rehearsal for fashion and music show because I used to model. I did that for like 8 years or so. I still model from time to time. And when I do my modeling and everything, a lot of times we do perform at these shows. So I had to go to a rehearsal for a show that was in Greektown. So I tried to call him a couple more times, didn't get through. End up going downtown to the show. One of my other boys called me a couple of hours later. We just getting ready to leave rehearsal. And my boy was like, man, somebody just shot Poon. I'm like, you lying. He's like, nah, dog, I'm dead fucking serious. He like, man. I'm like, dude, I'm downtown. Where did this happen at? He was like, on the block. I'm like, dude, I'll be there about maybe 15 minutes. I'm coming straight there. He called me like maybe 10 minutes later and was like, you could hear it in his voice. My boy was crying and everything and said my boy was gone. So I get home. I don't want to tell my mom that my boy died because I already know she probably thought that I would have went out and tried to do some stupid shit, get some revenge and all of that. So I didn't let her know that he passed. And she gave me the keys. She's like, just go to the hospital. She's like, after you go to the hospital, come back. So when I pulled up to the house, when my ride was dropping me off from rehearsal, as I pulled up to the house, I saw some people leaving from the house directly across the street from my house. We did have neighbors there, but they was just leaving out the house kind of suspect. So I go in the house, talk to my mom, get the keys, run out the house. As I'm pulling out the driveway, I saw a fucking fireball erupt in their front room. These motherfuckers set the house on fire. It instantly, I don't know what the fuck they lit, but they house caught on, it was blazing like real fucking quick. So my next door neighbors, well, my neighbors across the street from me, but next door to them, I love that family. I stopped that car, ran across the street. I'm banging on their front door and everything. Nobody came to the front door. So I had to go to the side door. The fire has only been going for about a minute at this time. The fire was so fucking hot that I had to literally get down low and like bang on their door. So They didn't come to the side. They came to the front. Who is da 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 and all this? I'm like, man, it's Johnny. I'm like, the crib next door, this motherfucker's blazing. Get out your house. So they got out the house. They went across the street right quick and everything. And I told them, I was like, man. They was like, we was in here knocked out. It wasn't even that late. But still, they was in there knocked out or whatever the case. So I ended up telling them that I had some business to tend to. So I ended up leaving. Went up to the hospital and everything. And that was just a hard one because at that point in time, I had never lost one of my friends. I really hadn't even lost no family members at that point in my life. And this happened in 2007. So for me to be born in 77, and then for me to really lose somebody, well, I mean, I lost my grandmama in 89, but I lost my grandparents, but I was much younger. I mean, I understood death and everything, but me and my grandparents, we had a beautiful relationship, so, and I knew that my grandmama, she had her health issues, my grandfather, he had his health issues and everything, so it's always sad to see somebody go that you love, but the pain, yes, it's there, but when they elderly, it don't hurt as much as someone like a Bryson Christian, like my little homie. And it's crazy because the story that I just told y'all about the house fire across the street at Bryson's funeral, I told that family that I loved them, and I loved them for a long time because I'm a genuine friend. I love my fucking friends. I don't have no jealousy, no none of that shit in me. That ain't me. Yes, I talk a lot of shit on Facebook, but it's Facebook. I'm just talking shit. I'm passionate about everything. I'm passionate about my sports. We all got a right to like who we like and everything. But yeah, man, that shit when Bryson was killed, that shit just really ripped a hole in my heart. And I cried like that was my son who passed, because that was one of my best friend's sons. And I just could not get it out of my mind that that could have been me and my sons. Me being the basketball coach, me taking my sons to football practice, we going to basketball practice and everything, and then for some motherfuckers to shoot the car up over mistaken identity, and my kids get shot and one of my kids die. Man, like I said, I got mad respect for Brian. I got mad respect for his wife because, like I said, man, I'll probably be in a motherfucking loony bin somewhere if something happened to my kids. When my sons was kidnapped by their mother for 2 weeks, oh my God, I almost lost it. I almost fucking lost it, y'all. And the fucked up part about it was the police did nothing to help me. No, here's the thing. I got sole custody of the kids. My dad was in the hospital. He was, that was his first day of dialysis. Everything went horribly wrong. He ended up on life support that day. But he bounced back from it. She just happened to call me that day at my most vulnerable point in life. And everything that she said, it sounded good, and I bid on it. She asked me did I want her to be around me and everything, and I told her, I was like, yeah, I really need you right now. I was like, the boys would like to see you and all of that, yeah. So she came through came pick me up. We was gonna go stay at my dad's house. Got to get the key from my grandma's house. My grandma stayed across the street from my dad. Here's the crazy part about that. We go over there. I get the key from my grandma. We go to my dad's house. I put all the stuff in the house. Her and the kids are in the car. I come back out. We go to Walmart because it wasn't no food in the house. So I want to cook breakfast in the morning and everything. We eat as a family and all of this shit. And little did I know, I was being suckered like a motherfucker. That's the best way I could put it. So after we leave Walmart, which Walmart was closed, and I thought they was 24 hours, but no, they had been stopped that shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? So on the way to back to my dad's house, she is like, what did she say? Oh, she said she had wanted something to drink. Okay. So we go to the store. It's no cars in the fucking parking lot. It's nobody in the store. So I'm in the store and out the store. Not even a whole fucking minute. This motherfucker pulled off with my goddamn sons. Yes. Pulled off with my sons. I come out, I'm looking for the car. I'm like, so I start calling her. She not answering. I go in, I tell the dude in the store what's going on. I ask him, could I use his phone? He give me the phone. She answer. She hang up. I think she even said she got what she wanted or whatever. I got sole custody of the boys, so you just gonna come take my fucking sons. So I called the police. The dispatcher, she like, your sons was just kidnapped and everything. Are you the custodial parent? Yes, I am. Well, how can you prove it? Lady, my dad was my dad's in the hospital fighting for his life right now. I'm all the way across town. I'm in the process of moving. All of my shit is at home in fucking boxes. I don't know where the fuck this paperwork is. But here's the fucked up part about that. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, if she had went in the store or if she had went in anywhere and I pulled off with the fucking boys, it would have been an Amber Alert. My face would have been all on TV. The make, the model, the color, the license plate, all of that shit would have been blasted all over motherfucking TV. But they told me, well, you got to bring paperwork down to the precinct to prove that you're the custodial parent. So, are you fucking serious? So, I'm like, ma'am, I'm stranded across motherfucking town. It didn't matter. So when I finally did what they wanted me to do, when I went to the precinct, one of the sergeants called my baby mama. She was going to try to see if she would bring them up to the precinct because all of the paperwork is in front of her. My baby mama she's a real bitch to this sergeant. The sergeant said, do you know where she lived? Because I would take you over there to get your kids. She's like, I want to beat that bitch ass. She's like, excuse my language. But that's what the fuck the sergeant said to me. But I didn't know where she was fucking staying. So it wasn't nothing I could do. I had to go down to friend of the court. I had to put in for an emergency hearing, which they gave me my hearing in, I want to say 8 days. So they gave me my hearing. When we go down to the hearing, she lied to them and tell them that they asked her where was the boys at now. She said that the boys was with her grandmother. But at the end of our court date, this motherfucker, I'm leaving the building. I'm leaving the Penobscot's building. And as I get downstairs, I see her grandmama standing in front of the Penobscot's building. So I'm like, I'm like, Alice? She like, hey, Janani. I'm like, what you doing here? Oh, Gabby wanted me to come down here, but they wouldn't let me upstairs. I was like, she just told the court that you are watching our boys. So who are watching our boys? She's like, obviously not me. I'm down here. So I asked her, can you please come upstairs with me so you could tell this fucking judge that this bitch is lying and this bitch has been fucking lying and she got my fucking kids. When we got upstairs, just happened to be the last case that was heard. So the judge had already left the fucking courtroom. But the judge had ordered her 2 hours to return my sons. And if I hadn't had my sons in 2 hours, then she was going to fucking jail. So she returned my sons. Janani is 2 years older than Jayden. Janani had Jayden's clothes on. He had his shoes on. Janani's feet was fucked up. Janani's stomach got burned by, it looked like somebody burned his fucking stomach with a fucking cigar or something. And I'm not talking about no White Owl or no shit like that. I'm talking about a motherfucking Cuban cigar. He had a big ass gash in his fucking knee. I had to take him to Children's Hospital, had to call CPS and all of this, and these motherfuckers didn't do shit. But I guarantee you, if the shoe had been on the other foot, I'd be in motherfucking jail. But man, I'm glad that situation is over with. Whatever the fuck she doing is whatever the fuck she doing. I don't give a fuck. But I am thankful that the courts sided with me and my sons are where they need to be, where they are doing their best. So, man, I really didn't plan on talking about half of the shit that I talked about. I hope this was entertaining, educational, or whatever the fuck. Let you in a little bit more about me and some of the things that I've been through. But everything that I've been through, I'm thankful for it because it's all shaped me into the man that I am. And I'm not changing for a motherfucking soul. I am who I am. And that's Nani Cash, CEO, Ill Style Inc. and CEO of Potheads. Oh yeah, Treat Yourself Travels. What else I got? I think that's about it for right now. But that ain't it. Because I'm not stopping until the motherfucking wheels fall off. So with that said, man, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning the fuck in. I actually got more viewers than I expected this week. So again, thank you. And maybe I got some of those viewers because a bunch of y'all at home, y'all getting that food ready for tomorrow and everything. So I hope y'all enjoy y'all tomorrow. Go Lions. Let's get this win. Let's go to 9-2. Ooh, that sound good. Ooh, that sound good. Nah, but on some real shit, man. I love y'all. Again, this is Bridging the Gap Podcast. I'm your host, Nani Cash. This was episode 33. And as you see, they just gonna get better and better. They gonna get bigger and better. And eventually, I'm gonna start playing some of our music for y'all. But like I said, I really been waiting for some of my artists to bring their asses through. But I understand everybody got lives and all of that shit. And it is what it is. So I'm not sweating it. Again, I love y'all. Be safe. Enjoy yourselves. Don't eat too much tomorrow. Be kind to others. And look out for each other. And go Lions. Peace, y'all. See y'all next week. Same place, same time.